let's do this. So, we left off last time. You just kind of went up the stairs there. Two storm giants were singing, beating on a hulking crab, making music. Looked like they were entertaining four guests. When they noticed you, all the music stops. Two of the storm giant guards kind of come over. Not super threatening right now. Just basically, they're there to protect their guests and probably the storm giants that are playing on the stage. And the one on the left, this one up here, calls out to you and says, What are you doing here? Can I help you?"
Do they see us?
Yes.
Okay. Then I would like to try to sing the song that they were singing.
Okay.
So I dramatically come into the room and sing probably gibberish, but
You don't understand Draconic, or not Draconic, Giant,
I don't.
do you? You do not. Okay, so you kind of mumble, half sing, sort of maybe giant words. Sort of similar to what you'd heard them singing, maybe, kind of. I mean, to you it doesn't sound too bad,
Right.
but the one that first called out to you kind of chuckles a little bit. You call that singing? Could you stop, please?
Okay. Then I'm just gonna kind of look defeated, and what I want to do is head towards one of these things and sit on it, like I'm supposed to be there.
All right. Now, no one. They would have. You feel like they probably saw you. Zujak and Meisner, you're still a couple
Now,
steps down, and they
I
probably
believe I was
haven't seen
invisible.
you.
Was I not invisible?
Yes. Yeah, you're right. You were. They see the space where you would be standing. But that's about it.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
him.
so right-
He was invisible.
Yeah. So, okay. As you head on over and sit down, her demeanor turns a little bit more aggressive as I ask again, what are you doing here? How'd you get in?
Well, the door was open, and I just wanted to try out for the band. I could hear the singing from outside, and
Okay, hang on.
wanted to make.
Who's the daughter
The daughter.
that we're
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to go to?
We're supposed to meet, or we're supposed to try to meet. Oh, scroll.
I was gonna say, can I get
Basically-
a quick recap?
Princess Sarisa.
Actually, I guess, yeah, quick recap. You had, gone to the Oracle, and it had told you. Actually, I didn't tell all of you this. I kind of misspoke a little bit there with the Oracle. It had told you that one King Hecaton is still alive, but it doesn't know where he's being held. You should seek out Princess Sarisa in Maelstrom, which is where you're at now, and talk to her and basically help her root out the treachery within. And I believe I said root out the evil here, but I should have said root out the treachery. So, a little difference.
So we're supposed to root out the treachery that's here.
Yes.
Is the princess here?
Are you asking me, or are you shouting it
Do
out
you know
and
which?
asking?
Just
We
muttering
don't
it.
know what it looks like.
Muttering
I
under my breath, I think.
Okay.
What are we doing here? Is the princess here?
Well, I'm invisible. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Cedric, did you ask if the princess is here or what?
I did not.
Okay, so these two storm giants are kind of just making their way over to you.
Were they speaking in giant to him?
Ooh, that's a great question.
It was in common.
Okay.
Okay. I would have understood it then and answered in common.
Okay.
Ooh,
I
that was
suddenly. I
just
suddenly
not quickly
become-
checked if they actually speak common. They do.
I guess I suddenly become visible and say, "We're here to talk with the princess
Okay.
on her
At-
request."
I'll come
Okay.
up there too.
At that, the two storm giants that were up on stage and were heading over towards Cedric, they shoot each other like a quick glance, and the one that's been doing most of the talking so far says, "Oh, okay. Well, the princess is much too busy with important matters right now. If
That's, you know what? If you want to be the one that is known by the princess to have denied us, then it'll be between you and her what punishment she sees fitting."
roll persuasion."
Didn't mean it, I promise.
11. Doesn't seem to phase her too much. She shouts something out to the two guards, and then in common tells all of you, our guards will escort you downstairs to the guest quarters, and then we'll come get you as soon as Teresa has time for you.
We'll wait right here, thank you.
I
This-
mean, it might be a few days. You'll be a lot more comfortable down there.
I say, are you not concerned about King Hecaton's location?
Feels like you might be a traitor to your own princess and
Oh.
king.
Roll insight, Zujak.
Okay.
Okay, 16. At the mention of King Hecaton, both of these storm giants that were up on stage, they shoot each other like a really nervous look. And the one again says, "What do you know of King Hecaton?"
We know that he's missing, and I'm pretty sure someone here is responsible for it.
What gives you that idea?
We have many friends, many birds. Are you going to let us see the princess or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess. Just follow me. And the two of them head over. Whoops. Kind of head over towards here.
So like
Kinda
when
motion
I
you to follow them.
when I start walking, I actually like, you know, kind of push off and I just levitate, you know, across the, you know,
Okay.
kind of in a show of, you know, power.
All right, so these two guards come up behind you, and they kind of head towards this door until right about here, when all of a sudden she shouts out something in Giant, and they all attack. And we roll initiative,
Gosh.
which my scripts and stuff aren't working. So we're gonna have to do this the slow way.
Snookered into that one.
I just wanted to join the band. I don't even know these guys.
It's going to be an ugly death, I say, as I pull out my bow.
This takes so long. And right now the four guests are still just kind of hanging back and watching so far.
Could my or I guess, is it pretty obvious here that everyone in this room is attacking us?
No, the
Or the-
four guests are still just watching, kind of. It's the two guards and the two storm giants that are attacking right now.
Oh, so just these like 4 people right by us.
Yeah,
So.
just those four.
Okay.
They're about to get for sure.
Was my insight just for her? I couldn't tell if these people here though are like impartial, you know.
Oh,
or-
yeah, your insight was mostly just two storm giants.
Okay.
Okay, did you guys roll initiative?
Oh, you want us to?
Oh.
Yeah, no one in my group initiative thing isn't working, which none of the scripts are working, so that's nice. Is that 10 correct, or I had 5?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure if it was counting it because I didn't select my person. But yeah, 10 is. Wow, 10 is correct. No, wait.
Or no, plus 8. You rolled a 2.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 plus 8. Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct.
Alrighty.
Mine is 13. Just for clarification.
Man, I rolled a 2. Are you kidding me?
Well, this is different.
Isn't yours showing a 22?
I rolled twice.
Cheating.
Cheating. I was hoping Eddie would notice the 10 and just see the 22, but
22.
nah, you still got it.
Hey, what the heck? There we go. Weird. My buttons are all weird. Okay. I guess technically this is a surprise round, so we'll see if
Surprise
you all...
round?
I can't be surprised. Okay, bitch.
Okay. Okay. So no one in Cedric. Don't get
How are we surprised? Are we not like on high alert right now?
Actually,
Like, I would
everybody
argue
roll
that.
Everybody roll perception.
I mean, these guards following us.
Well, you didn't say anything, you know, you're being
Well,
super alert or watching
I mean,
out.
that
That's
seems.
fair.
Do we have to constantly say that all the time? Isn't surprise like if all of a sudden we get attacked without seeing anybody?
Well, you here in this case, you get attacked unexpectedly. Like you were just following them to see Princess Cereza, and then they all of a sudden just shout something out and attack.
Okay. You're the DM, but boy.
Just as a question, does this give me anything other than just being going to be
Ooh.
like a trap or something? Or is it just meant for dexterity saving
Okay.
throws?
Technically, it is, but it would kind of apply here, sort of. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
any
like-
attacks in the it's still a surprise round, but any attacks against you have disadvantage.
Okay.
Are you gonna roll that perception, no one?
Oh, sorry. I was too busy talking. Forgot what I was supposed
Which
to do.
in Zujak can't be surprised, so. Okay.
Holy
Okay,
cow.
fine. You're not surprised.
The dice don't lie.
Holy cow.
Man, you shouldn't have hacked it off for that one roll. You should have kept it out, you know. Now he knows you're cheating.
It's like they're actually surprised.
They are surprised by your quick reflexes. So yeah, as you're you notice as you're just following them in, you notice something seems a little bit off. And just before she shouts out, you're like, wait, what's going on here? And you're kind of ready. So you go first.
Oh, so the only one that might be surprised is
Oh.
Cedric.
Okay, but only
What's
if
that
you
now?
enter your rage before doing anything else.
Oh,
I mean,
So
but
if,
I mean,
for Meisner, if you rage right away, you won't be surprised.
right. I mean, so like, as in, does that have to be? That's when it's my turn, or
Yeah.
like, yeah.
On your turn, you have to
Yeah.
rage first, and then you can do it.
Okay.
which I'm sure he'd want to.
No, go ahead. Take those free full points. You know.
So I'm gonna attack this person then with
Okay.
my hot stuff,
All right.
and I am going to do a sniper shot.
Okie doke. That is what, -5,
Yeah.
right? That's gonna hit.
Boom. And I think I get my sneak attack because she's
yeah,
within
Zujak. Yep, Zujak's within 5 feet. Good luck with
Rolling.
that, Zujak.
rolling low.
Constitution saving throw fails. Boo. Okay, so a total of 28 damage.
29. Never mind. No, you're right.
Okay.
Doesn't your sniper shot give you additional
Oh,
damage?
plus 10 yet.
38 damage.
Yeah. Thank you.
Might
there,
almost
Cedric.
might be done before we.
There's something seems wrong with my.
I can't
Stuff.
believe you shot Princess Cerise like that.
Bam. She's a
Yeah,
dead
like-
man.
Marvin, are you talking about like the buttons and
Yeah,
stuff?
like
Yeah,
I can't
same.
I can't change like some of my stuff acts like it's not prepared, and I can't even change it to make it show that they're prepared.
Yeah, I think Roll20 is having a few issues because the API scripts aren't working either.
Gotcha.
So,
Spent so much time worrying about character creation.
yep. We'll see if we can stumble through all of it. Okay, no one. Anything else?
Let's see. So I'm sitting here. I just ready another arrow.
Okay. Cedric is the only one surprised, I guess. So it is this storm up here, and he will move down towards Cedric.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing?
And make an attack.
He's still
20?
singing.
26
Yeah.
and a 27. I assume those
Don't
both hit.
say 26 as if you're asking.
Uh,
Gee, I don't know. Does that work?
So the damage is a 26 and a 29.
Alright.
For a total of 55.
Kind of a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, we're gonna die.
Maybe.
I love being surprised and getting my shit stomped before I even get to go.
How much?
Yep.
How much was that?
55.
A lot.
Holy cow!
Zujak's like, I turn into the ground.
All right, then it is the storm giant lady that no one just shot. And she is going to do. Is she? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Could everybody please make a Constitution saving?
Ooh, I have advantage on these.
Ooh, boy.
Boy, this fight looks like it might be one that I survive.
Gosh.
I think I have a +1 on that yet.
What makes you think that?
Because I have a cloak of protection.
Ah. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So everybody succeeds, actually, except Zujak.
Wait, Constitution saving throw, does that not rely on strength?
No.
No,
Okay.
it's Constitution.
Constitution.
Okay. Oh yeah, that'd be a strength saving
It's
throw.
like the only thing that Constitution does.
Yep. Okay, so everybody except Zujak take 20 points of. Well, what she does is she lifts her right foot up high and just kind of stumps into the ground with immense force right in front of you, and there is a deafening thunderclap. And
Nice.
you dun 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 dun. What does it not say? Oh, it's thunder damage. Shockingly. So you all take 20 thunder damage. Zujak, you take 41, and you are deafened until the start of that frost giant's next turn.
Not sure.
So
what that means.
how much is it? 20?
Now-
20 for everybody except Zujak takes 40.
Now, this is not like an area of effect type deal where I would be able to dodge it, right?
It's a sound. Can you dodge a sound?
I don't.
Gotcha.
I can dodge like the dragon like fire breath. So,
Yeah, I think it's.
but this
if
feels like
dex-
it's different.
If it calls for a dexterity saving throw.
That would make sense. That would- yeah.
Is the giant also deaf? Does he have to do anything?
I might just escape and leave you boys to rot.
Wait, were we supposed to make dex saving throws or Constitution saving throws?
Constitution.
Constitution.
Oh, okay.
You got it. Good call, Meisner. That one giant right next to her is actually also gonna have to.
And by the way, I saw the rings coming
Actually,
out, so I
would
can
not
jump
both
over
of them have to? Like the lady as well?
Guess what? They are immune to thunder damage.
Yeah,
Makes
I mean
sense.
that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Hang on. So,
Yeah. Go on.
okay, yeah, it's dexterity. Okay, yeah, we're good. Continue.
What? Oh. Check thing real quick. 50. Ow. Okay. Then it is the next one. Okay.
You guys wear wooden shoes over there?
All right. The next frost giant lady is going to move over here, and then kind of take her arm and just hurl. Is everything okay over there, Dave?
Yeah?
Got company again, or
Just checking. Sounds like
No.
you're being robbed.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm walking on a staircase.
Ah. So she just kind of reaches back with her right arm and throws it forward, and as it, points towards you, just a ball of lightning comes flying out and lands right in the middle, right by all of you. And now I need you all to make a dexterity saving.
Gosh.
Oh.
Good. I think. Mine's 16.
Sorry, mine. There we go. Okay. Well. Wow.
Okay. You all fail except no one.
Ooh, wait.
For those of you dexterity or constitution check, not saving. So all of you who fail take 50 points of lightning damage.
Now, that'd be 16 would fail for Marvin as well.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 16 would also fail.
Damn it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dead.
Sorry. Wait, what? Holy cow. We've got an unconscious wizard. So 50 damage for all of you except no one. You take half damage, which really means you take none. Right?
Right. Yeah.
I think our party just dies here.
Oh my
I think
god.
so too.
I'm so close.
All right. So it is my
All right.
This is how it ends.
If you don't think I rage, then you're wrong. Because I rage.
If just out of curiosity, if you were to feed me a potion, could I go next turn?
Yes. I believe so.
Right. That's what I was wondering too.
Yeah, you'd have half your movement to stand up, but you could use your action.
Okay.
I
Do you
think he's
think in-
throwing a hint.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing it too. Give me a second here. Okay. All right. Wow.
This fight's looking bad.
Oh my
It's
god.
so bad. Oh no.
Oh shit.
All right. Well, I'll run
I got a
over
feeling
here. Oh,
that there's only one thing that can make sense in this fight. There's only one thing that can make sense.
yeah. All right. So I go over to Zujak and I give him a potion.
Okay.
It's
Roll
just
the
of greater
thing.
healing. Or I guess, does he have a better one that I could give him? That he has on his person?
No, I don't have any on me.
Okay. All right. So just a greater healing. 44 plus 4.
Yep.
Well, let's see.
44 plus
Got-
4.
Or
Do I
no,
still
no,
have
no.
this?
44.
A greater. Yeah, greater is 4d4, right?
44 plus 4, right?
I believe so. Yes. Gosh, just a regular healing potion is pretty much useless. 2d4 plus 2. Ugh. Okay, so Meisner, you roll that one since you're
I roll
giving it
that.
to him.
Okay. Sorry. Probably won't be that good.
Eleven. Okay.
11.
Should be just enough.
All right, so Zujak's back. That would have been your action. Raging is a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
So you're done, unless you want to move.
Actually, let me just look here for 1 second, if you don't mind. Just have to make sure that I can do things. No. Yeah, I'll well, actually. No. Yeah, that'll be it. Thank you.
All right, Zujak,
Okay.
back from the almost dead.
Yeah, open my
This ought to
eyes,
be interesting.
and I'm like, yeah, I guess this is the only hope that I have, so I'm not sure. I hope this works. So. I'd like to cast Wall of Force, and I'd like to basically make like a, I don't know, like a rectangle dome over top of us.
Okay. Okay. So that thing's basically get out of my space. Screw you.
Yes.
Alrighty. Yeah, that'll work. And yeah, you'd have enough to, yeah, basically make a rectangle around all of you.
Okay.
And it is invisible. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And nothing can pass through in either way, correct?
Right.
Like either direction.
Correct.
All right. Very good. Anything else?
No.
So it is this second storm giant. He will run up to right here and take a swing at no one. He will roll an 18 and a 31 for a total of 57 damage, but it just goes smashing into that wall of force, and he's a little bit puzzled by it. Doesn't seem to like it. And it's no one.
I look around at the group and I'm like, boys, it's looking dire.
You've got 10 minutes.
I look over at you and I'm like, pointing to my ears. I can't hear what you're saying.
Alright, that's true.
My ears are ringing.
So, like, yeah, nothing can go through this, right?
Actually,
I mean, so-
would I my ears would I still be deafened because I was actually unconscious? Would that break it?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I tuck everyone in the group underneath my jacket and put my ring on.
Ooh.
Thank you, Harry.
How big is your jacket?
I don't know. I know I used to have a robe, but it could be kind of easy for them to all see that, I guess, happening.
Yeah.
Unless I would just like walk over top of them. But that wouldn't. I don't think that would make them invisible. That just make them, yeah.
Quick question. Nothing can physically pass through the wall. Would that include sound?
I mean, technically, sound is physical, so yeah.
It is.
Hmm.
Right, so they can't do that crap that you were trying to do on us earlier. Right.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Sound, or what's Wall of Force, right? That's what it's called.
Right.
Let me quick. So I find 3 answers. One says yes, one says no, and one says it's up to the DM.
Oh no.
So I levitate up to the top of the box, and I look out to the guests that are sitting there,
Mm-hmm.
and I take off my purse, and I start, kind of throwing it up and down in the air a little bit, basically implying that, we'll pay for their services.
Gotcha. Okay, none of them really seem to react except this one, who does kind of perk up and moves 15 feet towards you, but doesn't really do much anything at all yet. He's basically just kind of like interested and heading in that direction, but not actually attacking or anything yet.
And then I look at everybody here and I'm like, well, do you think we can use this magic conch to leave?
I'm not sure if I'm like able to do anything now because it's not my turn.
Well, I mean, you can't hear any of this, and
Right.
you're concentrating.
Okay, so if I would grab everybody and just use the conch, would that shoot us out?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. I try it.
These are not the things I have answers to. You can certainly try.
I
Is that
forget
what
how
you're
I forget how we used it to get here, but yeah,
It's
I'd like
basically
to try
just
to.
like a seashell, and you just blow into it.
Okay, but I guess it would only pull us out because none of the sound would travel outside to pull them with us. So
Yeah, you're basically in effect you're casting teleportation, and you can take up to, I think up to 5 or 8 creatures of your choice. So you wouldn't choose to take any of the others with you, probably.
well, maybe I just decide to take one of them with us.
Take them in and out one at a time. All right. So are you trying it?
Okay, I take us out, and let's see. I think I just take just us out this time.
All right. So you take that shell up to your mouth, and with all you got, blow into it, and nothing happens. You're all still here.
Gosh!
And after that, you look at the shell a little bit more, and some of those runes that were slightly glowing before you used it the first time are not glowing anymore.
Well, boys.
So that would have been an action. So you actually, and dangling the stuff would have been a bonus. So
Yeah.
Cedric.
so-
Ah, we're doing shots.
Just
8d4 plus 8. I take a healing potion.
Okay.
Nice.
And this thing lasts, I guess I asked Meisner how long this lasts.
The
It's
dome
just
thing.
10 minutes or so. Or, I'm sorry. I said Meisner. I meant Zujak.
I'm like point to my ears. I can't hear you.
Ah! Okay.
But maybe I kind of get
I
the
was-
general drift of what
Maybe
you're.
Cedric like knocks on it and like points to his wrist.
And I hold up a finger with.
Points to
No, I
his
just
wrist.
no, I just say 10 minutes because I can talk.
So I wouldn't have time to regain a bonus action or an action surge or anything.
Nope.
We can't go out of the dome, can we?
No.
Nope.
This is, I don't know if this is like a question or whatever that but like, so can we teleport out of this thing, or is it because it extends into the ethereal plane? Is that what would limit us from teleporting out in some way?
No, we could teleport out.
We could. Okay.
Could
I
someone
don't, I
else
don't know
teleport
about
in?
this world, like where this is,
True.
but I mean,
If anybody has
Okay.
a frame lying around
right.
and a tiefling in their ear.
Now remember, the last few times he tried to get in touch with Felgalos, he did not answer.
gosh.
So there's
Well, I mean, I have nothing else to do. but I guess I already used my action. I'm
Yeah,
done,
you'd
I
have
guess.
a bonus and a movement, but yeah, can't really.
Could I try to talk to Felgolas as a bonus action?
Sure.
I do that. So I tap my earring and call for Felgolas.
I don't hear Cedric calling for Felcolos.
Oh my god.
It's called RP, man.
Yeah. All right. Give me a sec. All right. I tap my earring and I just speak aloud and I say, Felgolas, where are you? Come in, Felgolas.
There's a few seconds of silence. And then that turns into, 10 seconds of silence. Nothing.
All right. Well, I milk my 6-second turn for 10 seconds then.
That's
And
true.
That's all I do.
Well done. All right.
Feel pretty
So
good
it
about it.
is the storm giant that was up first. Seeing the other giant fail his attack, this one kind of takes his what is it? Great sword, and just kind of pokes at the wall, and sees that he can't get through it. And he turns to the storm giant lady next to him, to his left, says something in giant. Which I guess some of you actually know you couldn't hear. And then it is the very first storm giant lady again. This time, let's see if she gets her thing back. 6. Aw. Alright, she will do attempt to do the lightning strike thingy. Reaches back with her right hand, throws a ball of lightning at the wall. And it smashes into the side of it, and the whole entire rectangle, basically, is just kind of electrified for a little bit. There's lightning. It looks really cool, actually. Lightning dancing across it for a little bit, and then it dissipates.
It rebounds and, hits her, and... Okay.
Nope. And with that, you hear thundering footsteps running from the hall where you were headed towards when you were attacked. And you see another storm giant flanked by 2 more storm giants, which the one you might not be able to see. And looks like you can't hear anything, the sound doesn't travel through. But there is some very angry shouting, and it looks like this one that just arrived is yelling out orders and yelling at these other 2. And these storm giants kind of back off and sheath their weapons. These 2 kind of back off a little bit too, looking very angry and pissed off. And at that, this one here, which we're basically out of combat for now, maybe, depending on what happens. But she walks over towards you guys and starts talking to you, which it looks like she's talking to you, but you can't hear anything. And Zujak, by this point, you're not deafened anymore.
Okay.
Can we read lips?
Can any of you pitch me a really good reason as to why you would be able to read lips?
I
Is
lived on the
it super
streets.
helpful right now?
Because I lived on the
No.
streets through my childhood, so it was a useful thing to have.
Because my intelligence is 19.
I speak 3
And plus,
languages.
because I was deaf for a little bit, my like I'm starting now to be able to pick up, everything looks good.
Right, exactly. One sense of increase.
Nice. I like it. No one make a survival check. Zujak, make an intelligence check. Ooh.
Damn it.
Okay. No one. You managed to pick up a little bit of probably.
That was actually, probably intelligence save is what you're looking for, right?
Nope.
Okay.
You managed to pick up a little bit here and there. You see what looks like Sari. Something about sisters. Basically, Sari and sisters and help.
Well, guys,
But that's all.
I don't know. Do you think we want to leave this box, or should we try to tell them, they have to get rid of these other ones first?
Yeah, we have to clear the room, basically.
Right. So
Not taking any
I point, 2 fingers over at the sisters and 2 fingers over at the guard, and I point towards the far exit.
Point.
Okay. All right. With that, Sarisa, or the other one. You don't know which one it is. The one that just I figure you had assumed as much, but she barks out some orders in Giant, and the 2 guards turn and walk back to the far corner there. These 2, after a bit of shouting and yelling and arguing, they dejectedly, and after, this guy, big bad looking dude, kind of walks up to him, and basically you get the gist of it is move or else. And after that, they both also dejectedly walk back to the far side of the room. So, what now?
I'm like, well, I feel like this isn't really a ploy. I think we're good. What do you think, Jack?
Take another.
I mean,
I'd like to take another.
Okay.
I know that, but I'm not sure if my character would know that,
You guys go ahead and make plans. I'm going to grab another cup of water and run to the restroom real quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that that we're good, but I'm just trying to think what
Well,
my
who is
character
this
would
person? Do we know who this is?
Well,
think
I
we're
mean,
supposed
I
to
know it's
that
I mean, it's
Cerise.
It's the princess, which is who we want to
Yeah.
talk to.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel like she ran out. She scared the rest of them off. Different. And I grabbed some words about her helping us.
Maybe I should quickly brandish the Riesentoter and show her that, we're not messing around.
Since we have done 0 damage to anyone.
I
quick
did damage
Cedric.
to the one.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I should have tried to
Boy.
take out her eye.
I mean, they're lucky because if I didn't have to help you, Zujak, then, she might have that one less person there. To
One
have to
less
worry
sister,
about.
huh?
Or sister, yeah.
Well, to be honest, why don't she send those people out after her dad? Those people are freaking based. But maybe they're the bad people. Okay, well, hang on. I'm going to be back too. But, yeah.
I lost 125 hit points before I used potions. Had about enough of that.
What's your total HP, Cedric?
My max
Yeah.
is 132, I think.
32.
Yeah, 132. I'm currently at 63 after 2 giant health potions. But I was at 7.
Yeah, well, I was dead.
Yeah.
Oh, that
How
was
many
it.
HP do you have?
Max.
Yeah, never mind. I just forgot that I got hit by a sword for like 50 some damage.
Okay. Do you have a plan?
Well, Marcus stepped away for a little bit.
Yeah, actually, while you were out, Felgalos decided to return the voicemail and he's come to
Yeah.
pick us up. So
Oh, that's good. I've been wondering where he's at.
yeah,
Told us-
turns out he was just
he told us
you know,
to,
he had it turned off by accident. So
Uh
He told us to sacrifice the rogue. Offer him up as a pet, and perhaps he'll take mercy on us.
huh. Okay.
But you know, Eddie, I was telling the others how that they're lucky that I had to help Zujak out, because otherwise I might have unleashed the reason Toter, and she would have been had one less sister to worry about. So
Ooh. Yeah, you guys are real lucky you were that close together. I mean, on the one hand, you all took damage from the stuff, but on the other hand, that wall of force sure was helpful.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I know that she's good, but I'm just trying to figure out how my character would know that after.
Well,
I mean, can we-
being slaughtered.
Can we tell that this is the princess?
She definitely looks more important.
she looks
than the other two.
sorrowful, like she actually has something to worry about.
Yeah, and she actually roll insight.
Okay.
23. Oh yeah. Yeah, she looks like she's genuinely friendly. Not as like these other two were kind of standoffish and a little bit hostile towards, small folk. This one seems much more friendly, and the two, which I don't know if you can see both of them, but there's 2 other storm giants with her, and those look like personal guards, almost maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
they have
and
they
you
have.
can
Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, you can pretty much assume that this probably most likely is the princess.
Okay. I mouth.
What are
Are
we
you the
talking about now?
princess?
The one in-
Actually, do I have any paper?
I was gonna say, yeah, it's like a marker on the wall.
I fog up the
mean-
wall with my breath.
You just dab some of the blood that's coming out of your ears and rub it on the wall.
I was gonna say you probably would have some paper and some ink because you're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Sure, you'd have some.
Can you let the
Yeah,
wall
I do.
down?
I've
Or
got
does it
10
have
sheets
to
of
last?
parchment.
I'm pretty sure you can take it down whenever he loses concentration.
Yeah.
I tickle him.
Well, he can't be surprised, and
Right.
and that has tickling is half.
I mean,
surprise,
if
so.
you're really tickling him, then
No,
Dujak's
I'm
gonna have to
joking
roll
around.
concentration.
Sorry,
I
I'm joking
I
around.
really want to make that one of those when you said it, so it happened.
Are we doing stuff? Is Marcus back, or did I just
No.
not pay
He
attention?
doesn't look like he's back yet.
I will write on the paper and I write down, "Are you the princess?" and hold it up.
Okay. She reads it and then nods. Yes.
Are we talking about the one that's closest to us?
Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
And then I write down, "Why did they attack us?"
I mean, she can't talk back to us, right?
No, she can't. She reads it and then shouts something over to the other two. They shout something back. There's a little bit of back and forth and arguing. This one here that had kind of stepped forward after no one dangled some gold in front of him. He also interjects and shouts something. And then as she turns back to you and what does she say?
I'm the keymaster. Are you the gatekeeper?
Okay, I'd like to lose concentration.
Basically, yeah, that's what she was
But-
gonna kind of do. Ask you to basically
But I'm
let's talk.
but I basically have an action prepared to cast it again if
Okay.
anyone attacks.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so actually, let's kind of hold there until
Okay.
Marcus gets back, maybe. Since they can now actually communicate.
All right. Sorry. Back.
He's back. Okay. We had kind of sort of continued on a little bit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Basically, Zujak took out a piece of paper and some ink and was writing stuff on it as
Okay.
questions to this one here, which he figured out is the princess that you were sent to seek. And then he asked why they attacked. And the princess yelled at the other two storm giants up here, kind of basically asking them questions. And they, after a little bit of squabbling, a little interjecting by this guy here, that seemed interested in your gold, Sarisa basically slowly mouths, "Let down the wall so we can talk." And then Zujak, you do that?
Yep. But yeah, I have an action prepared that if they attack, it goes up again.
Yeah, exactly. Did you just now make that, or did you find it somewhere?
Yeah,
Nice.
I just made it.
I have better spelling than that. Okay.
That's a good one. Okay. So you let down the wall. Is that? Can you see that happening?
Maybe the stuff that was on it like fall
I would
or
assume maybe it's kind of like
dissipates.
shimmers. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Would make sense. Okay, so the princess says, "All right, what's going on here? My sisters tell me that you came in here and attacked them. Val here says that they attacked first. What's going on here? What are you doing here? Why is there fighting in my auditorium?"
Why can't I ever remember?
Fair, we did attack first.
Han shot
Yeah, but
first.
they started.
first.
Not necessarily. Like they.
We didn't
When-
start it, but
It was
we did
because
hit
of your. Yeah, it was because of your
Yeah.
fast reflexes that you managed to hit
Ah.
them first, but it was them that started the fight.
Oh.
We
Right.
finished it.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
so
almost did.
who's saying
Okay.
what?
We came here asking for you, Princessa, and they pretended to lead us to you, and then surrounded us and attacked.
We had no other choice but to engage.
She glares over at her sisters and asks, "Is this true? Did you attack them unprovoked?" And both of them pipe up at the same time. "No! They came in here and said they were assassins, sent to kill you. They attacked first. I promise.
If we were assassins, why do you think we'd just walk straight in?
And why do you think we'd announce it?
I'm sure you know your sisters better than this.
Clearly, you can see their story is flawed.
I encourage her to take an insight roll.
Everybody roll persuasion.
Can I roll intimidation? Okay.
You can try.
You don't look so hot.
I look better than you.
All right, 22,
Oh, never mind.
21.
And I'll be honest, Princess, if you feel like you're able to find and help your father on your own, that's fine.
And
But we thought you would like some assistance.
At the mention of her father, she really perks
Up
up.
the wall!
And
Bam! Goes up.
and what?
Walls up.
As soon as she makes a sudden move, you know.
No, it's not. It's not a sudden move. Her face lights up. It's good news. At that, she will. Let's see here. Let's make some rolls.
You want me just to start rolling stuff?
I also asked her what she's
Everyone
doing.
make every skill.
I'm just rolling. Yeah, everybody roll every skill.
I'm tempted to just wand to wonder one of her sisters out of the blue.
I think it's reversible.
Okay, so
Oh well, I
there
feel like having a
is
sweet roll.
there is more shouting back and forth between the princess and her sisters. And finally, Sarisa orders these storm giants to take them to their chambers and keep them there. And one of them is escorted up these stairs. The other one kind of goes back around this way here.
And then I look over at the princess and I say, maybe we should talk somewhere more privately.
Sure. Follow me back. We'll head back to the throne room and we can discuss further there. I'm interested to hear what you know about my father.
Do we know anything about her father? I whisper.
Oh, I
out
know
to
a
you.
heck of a lot about her father, but
Holy shit.
Meisner for president of the group.
I tell you what, man. If you're not a bard the next campaign, I quit.
Who are these guys?
All right. These are two.
They're what?
They're two hill giants, basically just standing guard. And as Sarisa walks past, she kind of, motions them aside, and they scoot out of the way and let you
yeah.
pass.
Let it be said that my
They
arm goes
push open the door.
towards my sword.
Mhm.
Bring out.
And Sarisa motions to the guards, step outside and wait, close the door and wait outside. Okay, so as you walk in there, you see on her left is a storm giant that looks a little bit different than a normal storm giant. Actually, it's got like you can see on the icon, kind of a horn poking out of her forehead.
Giant.
Say what?
She's a unistorm giant.
Right. And on her right is another storm giant. Pretty big fella for a storm giant. Do I have any handouts for those? Not sure I do. 'Tis a shame. Dun, 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 dun. I do not. Okay. But the throne that Cerisa's sitting on is actually kind of floating about a foot off the ground. It's got 4 dragon heads, kind of as legs. And it looks super awesome. So as she heads in there and takes a she introduces herself, says, "Oh, I'm Princess Cerisa, daughter of King Hecaton. This lovely fellow on my right, he can be a bit harsh, but he's a big softy. This is my uncle, Imperator Uthor. On my left here is Imrith, who has been a really helpful advisor since my mom was killed. So what news do you bring of my father?"
I say,
guess-
we have
Perfect.
gone to see the Oracle.
Oh, what did you learn there?
I've learned that there's treachery amongst your camp, and that we
Well-
must root it out.
And that roast beef is the best sandwich.
Well, I thought it was
No,
grilled cheese.
It was grilled
Grilled-
cheese. How to make the
perfect
best
Oh,
cheese
it's
food.
grilled
sandwich,
cheese.
yeah.
That's what it was, yeah.
Were you even paying attention?
No.
And at that, the one on her right, Imperator Uthor, is not like she seems genuinely friendly. Like she likes small folk, and seems friendly. On her right, not quite as friendly, not openly hostile, but doesn't really like you that much. The one on her left is pretty agitated, and she kind of yells out, or leans over and says to Cerisa, "You shouldn't trust them. These small folk, they're probably the ones who are helping the ones who killed your mother and kidnapped your father.
I lean over to
You
Meisner and I
shouldn't
say,
trust them."
worm tongue, and wink.
Ah, very good. Just as a
Oh, I know.
the guy on her right, you said is seemingly more friendly to us.
The guy on her right is not super friendly. Like she is, the princess seems genuinely
is-
friendly.
Okay.
The guy on her right is not friendly, but not
indifferent, but not as
hostile.
hostile seeming as she is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
The
cool.
one on the left is the one that does not seem to like you at all.
She is deceiving you, master.
Tell you what. Everybody roll another insight check.
Pretty sure Cedric and I were in the wrong
Insight.
room.
Oh,
And
damn.
somebody tell me what insight is based on.
If you think they're lying.
Wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom. Okay.
yeah. Sorry. So,
Well, none of you rolled high enough, but Cerisa did with an 18. And at that, she turns to the one on her left, and all of a sudden, all the friendliness leaves her face. And she glares at the one on her left. Wait. How do you know my father was kidnapped?
dun dun dun.
And at that, she's now yelling in Giant, and there's some arguing back and forth. And
That's what I want to say to her advisor, but I don't.
Ah!
For the best.
I'm guessing that's from something that I just don't know.
It's from Lord of the Rings. When he
Oh.
talks to Wormtongue.
I haven't seen that in too long then in that case.
Plan for it.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so Princess Cerisa has kind of a fancy looking necklace around her neck. And the one on the left, the sort of bluish frost giant with or storm giant with the horn in her head, reaches over, snatches it from her, and looks like she's about to cast some sort of spell. Is anybody doing anything?
Wait,
as
who's
a
casting the
reaction?
spell?
The one on her left.
Okay, yeah, I counter that shit.
Okay. Dun 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 dun. Here. Second.
So basically, this person reached over and took a necklace from her, and then
Yes.
tried to cast a spell.
Yep.
You should put a box around her.
Okay, so
Boxer.
okay, so you need to make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Well, what spell level is it?
I might let you know. It's higher than 3.
Well, I cast it at 4 though.
Oh, okay.
Is it higher than 4?
It's higher than 4 also.
Okay. So I have to do DC equals 10 plus the spells. Oh wait.
Yeah, 10 plus the spells.
Make an ability check. Okay. How do I make an ability check?
Well, I'm not sure.
I think it's just your straight up.
I mean, start
wisdom.
with a D20
Do you think it's my
and then
intelligence or wait?
Well, it's probably whatever
Well,
your
spellcast-
spellcasting ability. Okay, intelligence is your spellcasting ability. So yeah, D20 plus intelligence.
It's basically just my intelligence. Wow.
So 10. Okay, so your counter
That-
spell fails, and she teleports.
Does that
And
include? Sorry.
she gone. Now I need to check something again.
Maybe I should have done a 5th level spell.
Do you get to add your proficiency bonus to that or anything?
I mean, it was a level 7, so it wouldn't have been enough anyway, I don't think. Okay. All right. So at that, there actually ooh, no wait, I almost forgot. Before she teleported out, some
Meisner threw his sword at her.
of you do. Well, I'm gonna check myself, not just ask, but I'm pretty sure. So- Does no one speak that language? Ah. Of course. I ask, does no one speak that language? Then I look at no one's sheet. He does.
Funny. I thought that's what you meant.
It is not. But before she leaves, teleports out, She shouts something out in a language that none of you understand except no one. You recognize it as Draconic, and she basically just yells out a string of curse words, basically to the effect of, all of you puny humans will die.
Mm.
And then she
Okay, well, I'm a dwarf, so
Fair enough.
half dwarf.
all
thought you were
only
gonna say
half of me will die.
She spews out a row of curse words that would make even Cedric blush.
Ah,
Yeah.
Except he doesn't understand them.
Well, if he could understood,
Yeah.
stand.
So only no one understood it, and you know it has.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So after all of that fuss, Sarisa's kind of stunned. What? And she looks over to Imperator Uthor, who's didn't even have time to really react to it.
I say, do none of you guys have counter spells? Am I the only one here? You fools!
I do not. I can't believe it. I trusted her like my mother. She's basically a second mother to me. I don't know what to believe anymore.
What did she take from you?
Well, she's actually, when she took that thing, the throne was kind of floating, and it now kind of goes back onto the ground. That's what lets me, control the powers of this throne. And without it, not quite as powerful, but I can still fend for myself. With my uncle by my side, I'll be okay. But I don't know what she wants with it, I guess, but
Well, as she was
Still can't
leaving,
believe
she said that all the humans would die.
really?
Does that ring any bells for you?
Did you what language was that? I didn't understand that.
I was gonna say, was it Draconic and Sarisa didn't understand it?
Huh?
Well, she's not draconic.
Or not Draconic, I meant Giant. I
It was
thought maybe it was
Draconic.
Giant.
No, it was
Okay.
Draconic, and Sarisa didn't understand.
Oh, it was. Oh, I nailed
I
it.
said that was draconic that she was speaking.
Well, she never said that she knew Draconic. That's really concerning. That there must be more that she's been hiding from me. Well, I guess. Anyway, back to where we were. You said, do you have information on my father? Is he still alive?
I say, my money's on that. She took your father. She knows where your father's at.
Right?
Well, I agree with you on that, but frankly, I have no idea where she went. I don't really have the means to find her real quick.
Do you know how her
that I can think of.
teleportation spell works?
Well, I wasn't aware that she could teleport.
Do you think?
There's a lot she's been hiding from us, apparently.
SMH.
Forgive me for interrupting, but would you have any reason to believe that your sisters are in league with her?
Well, we're certainly going to find out. That's for sure. I had my guards take them to their quarters and keep them there for now. Till I could figure out what's going on, but we'll definitely question them and we'll find out. I will deal with them accordingly if they have anything to do.
What?
I-
Go ahead.
Well, you seem fairly capable. I mean, you went a round or two with some of my best, or some of the most powerful frost giants.
Capable of getting the crap kicked out of us.
would you be willing to help me find my father? I don't know for sure that he's still alive, but I just can't believe that he's dead.
We were hoping you never ask. Okay.
Definitely, we'd like to stop. There seems to be hill giants and other giants bombarding human villages, and if this would help stop it, we would definitely be willing.
Yeah, ever since the ordning has been shattered, I haven't been able to keep all the other giants full. They're just running wild, doing whatever they please. Yeah, if we were able to get my father back, I'm sure he would be able to take care of that pretty quick.
How long has
Put
your
him in
father
line.
been missing?
Oh boy, it's been
We need
It's
it
been
down to the
months.
second.
oh dear. And it's
Think,
been
princess.
right, at least 6 months,
6 months.
maybe a little bit more even. My mother first was killed. She used to visit small folk a lot. And then even after the ordning was shattered, she still went a couple times, not quite as often. But one day she didn't come back, and we went out looking for her and found her dead on the beach. And then we came
we
back,
know-
and my father went to try to find out what was happening or what had happened to her or who killed her. After I had to talk him out of just going around slaughtering all the small folk for her death.
Do we know what
Talked him
this
out of
thing
that.
is that she's?
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I thought you were done.
Go on.
I was going to say, do we know what she's talking about when she says the ordning? know what
Yeah,
that is?
you'd heard about it. It's basically, the ordning is basically the hierarchy order of the giant lords, with
Okay.
the storm giants sitting on top, keeping everybody else in line. And there was kind of a like Anam the Allfather is basically the god of the giants, and when he shattered the ordning, basically he had been giving extra power to the storm giants to help them keep everybody in line. But then when the ordning was shattered, that kind of went away, and the giants kind of got out of control. But yeah, my father went. Huh? Oh. Yep. It's actually it is. It's almost ing instead of ung,
Right.
but it is pretty much that.
No, okay.
Set for our shoulder. Older.
Yeah. I thought it was kind of cool, strange, whatever when I saw it. But that's what they call it in the book, so it is what it is. But yeah, my father went out to try to find out what had happened, and he just never came back. We haven't been able to track him down or find out where he's at. Some of us have given up and assumed he's dead, but I just can't believe that. I just haven't quite given up yet. And she reaches kind of into her pocket and pulls out something. This is really the only clue I've got. It was found by my mother's body on the beach when she was killed. The Uthor brought it back to me thinking it had been my mother's, but it wasn't that I was aware of ever. And she kind of hops off her throne and comes over and hands you a small wooden coin that's engraved with a kind of a goose that's painted gold. And it doesn't take you long till you realize that you've seen that before.
Wait, is
Mhm.
what she's holding, or
Yeah, that's what she hands to you as her only clue. And it was found by her mother's body when they found her.
Do we remember the name of that casino ship we went to?
Do you?
I guess I'm asking the party. Because I would ask Cerisa if the name
Uh,
ever means something to her.
boy. You know what? We should radio our old friend. What's his name? Didn't he stay behind on that ship?
oh,
Oh,
talking about the dragon?
no, what's his face?
Fig Newton.
Fig Newton, yeah.
Oh,
oh, he never got a earpiece.
Right. Boy, I forget what that was called.
maybe he's the one that did it.
Hang on, Cedric. Don't you got a journal? Got this
Yeah.
information in it?
What
I don't
you
have
know?
the name of the boat in it.
This is where I
Oh.
first met you guys, or that was.
Yeah. Does a casino ship ring any bells to you?
Not really, I guess. There is one, the only one I can think of, or the big one I can think of, is in Yartar. But is that where this coin is from?
The Grand Dame. Is that a river?
It is not a river.
Is it a boat?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the Grand Dame, if I remember correctly.
That sounds familiar.
In fact, I bet my life on it.
Okay, well, I guess would you be willing to go there and see what you can find out? See if there's anybody there that knows anything about what happened to my father or my mother?
Yeah. You know,
Right,
last
I
time
mean-
we went, we had a good hoot and old time. And we found old Mr. Meisner here.
Ah, yes. Good times.
I'd certainly be in your debt if you were able to help me out and bring basically any news of my father.
All right. Well, anything you can maybe do to help us on our way?
Maybe someplace we could spar so I could get a couple levels on this body.
Also, this right,
Yeah.
this oracle or this not oracle, this shell, it seems to not be working at the moment.
Oh, you now notice this for the first time. Where'd you get that?
Ugh.
We may have taken it from someone. We actually just found it lying someplace.
Well, it was lying.
Wagon.
Yeah, we came. Yeah.
Roll deception.
All right, who are we joking?
Okay. She seems to accept that answer. Trying to find where the thing is at, but I can't find it. She takes the conch and looks at it a little bit. Oh yeah, that those only work once per day. So tomorrow morning you should be able to use it again to get back here if need be.
Okay, can we use it to get there too?
No, this will only bring you here.
Oh, okay.
Can't go anywhere else with it. There it is. Okay. So she says, "All right. I guess if you're ready to head out, I can send you wherever you want to go. You follow me back here. I can get you on your way."
Where do we want to go? We're
That's
pretty. Can we maybe rest? Do you think before we go?
Right.
You can certainly use the downstairs guest quarters to rest up a bit if you want. And I can send you out in the morning.
Okay, I think that would be best.
Okay. We will do that.
Okay.
Oops. All right. So she sends Tug and Cog
Wow.
to escort you downstairs. These two hill giants.
Out of habit, I slaughter them.
Grayson Poacher.
Out of habit.
Oops, sorry, it slipped.
Like you just flash the blade as you walk by them.
Right.
Yeah, I think we can skip all of that goodness. They escort you downstairs, and you have a pretty restful, uneventful night of sleep, and take a long rest.
Now, is this like underwater, but these are storm giants? Is that?
Yes, there's very little that you can inside. The auditorium where they were singing in at first. There you could see outside a little bit. Actually, I think I have a thing. Where are you at? There it is. And it is underwater. Looks like so. And I will be back in 40 seconds.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
The underwater?
The shipwreck.
Oh.
Figured it might be one that you sunk.
It could be.
or was sunk upon. The lumbago.
Okay. So, everybody's all rested up? Or did Dave leave too? Nope, he's here.
I'm here.
Everybody's all rested up, and the next morning, you wander upstairs and throne room. All right, so you ready to head out?
Eddie, how many hit points do we regain on a long rest?
On a long rest, you
All
regain
of them?
All of them, yep. Okay, and again, she starts heading back into the room or hallway behind the throne. And as she turns the corner, she comes back. Then, are you guys coming? You ready to head out?
Oh,
You staying here?
Oh, we coming.
We're coming. Just looking around a little
I'm like,
bit here.
what in the world? Okay.
What in blue blazes is that?
Some shrubbery around here.
anemone. Anemone. Anemone.
Okay. So once you're all in there, so where do you want to go? Where are you headed?
Yarkar, I guess, right?
Yarg.
Okay. I can send you there. And the room here, like, there's all kinds of like glowing, more glowing, kind of plant life stuff on the walls. And she heads over into the entrance here and does almost some meditation, seems like. Suddenly, like, the glow gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and there's kind of a whoosh of energy off the walls towards the center, and you are all teleported to just outside of Yartar, basically the entrance of Yartar,
Boom.
which I do not know if I even have a map for that.
Well, if you want, can we say we just go to the boat?
But you're not on the boat. Okay, I don't have a thing for Yartar, but I have a boat, so we'll go there for now, but you're not on the boat. Oh. There it is. Okay. There. Oops. First question. Can you all see?
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. Since that always seems to be a thing. Okay, so you head into Yartar, and head towards the boat, which I guess will put you here. And it's still pretty early. Not a whole lot of traffic going in and out of the boat, but as you stand there and watch, or as you approach, you can see that it's all pretty much, fairly well-dressed people going in and out. They're all, looks like they're handing some kind of ticket or invitation or something to the guard as they head in. So what
right.
do you do?
Storm the guards.
Okay, roll initiative.
Don't we have something
Hang on.
One of these days, Dave, when you say something like,
Yeah, I know. You're right.
and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Sorry, it's still loading for me.
I think that Sig probably got us on last time, right? Because he had the forgery kit thing.
The last time you were here, you had basically collected a bounty for Pao Ming. That's how you were able to get on.
How was I able to get on?
You were a member of the Harpers, and you probably would have had an invitation, but they're kind of one-use invitations, so you wouldn't have it on you.
So basically, this is an exclusive club that you have to be a part of to play.
Not an exclusive club, really, but I mean, they don't just let anybody on there.
Maybe I can.
You have to either be invited or be really important.
Maybe I could
Is
just
this
show them my
a
purse.
harbor
and
town?
Yeah, there's a river, basically. A river runs through it. Uh, um, it's a pretty big town. It's more than just a harbor. Ah,
Oh, huh. Shoot.
uh,
I remember this in Critical Role. Do you remember that, Eddie?
somewhat. Not really.
When they went over to the island, the first
Which-
mission this last season.
The new one?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Travis was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha. Forgot about that. Um. I'm gonna say that doesn't really apply here because they're not. This isn't a sailing ship or like just a freight ship or whatever. It's a gambling ship, and it's not an exclusive club, but you have to be pretty important or be invited to get in. But you might be able to, with the proper amount of RP, be able to use that to get your way onto the ship.
Yeah. Okay. If that doesn't work,
That'll basically help you.
Okay. I guess before we get started, I also want to ask, like, this wooden coin that we have, is it different than the ones that we used when we were here before?
Nope. It is,
It doesn't look
from memory,
special,
it's pretty much identical.
Okay. I mean, if we're not worried about losing it, maybe we could use it to get on? Like, we could show that we're members? Because how else would we have this coin? Unless you guys don't want to risk losing the coin.
Is
if
it a
it's
membership coin
important.
or is it just like a token?
It's just a token like the ones you were
Yeah.
using while gambling.
I mean,
Right.
I don't think any great
Right.
loss.
Yeah. I only mean, like, it's proof that we've gambled here before. So maybe they'll let us in again
Worth a shot.
if we can pretend to be members, maybe. Is there anything that we can do to it? Like, Zujak, can you detect magic or anything like that to see if anything's been done to the coin?
Well, I think we all can kind of detect magic if we just spend enough time, like doing I think investigate or maybe
Oh.
just arcana.
Arcana, probably.
Yeah.
Just looking at it from your experience, it doesn't seem magical at all. Looks like just a normal gambling token.
I say, well, yeah, I don't think so.
Well, I think it's okay to risk losing the token personally.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
All right. Then I want to approach a guard up here. And,
Worth our magic.
yeah. What does he do as I approach?
I mean, there's like one or two people in front of you yet, just kind of going up to the guard, and they show their invitation. One of them looks like is really well dressed. It looks like the guard recognizes them and sends the one in.
Okay.
Without an invitation, the other one has a piece of paper that he hands to him, and then he lets him through. And then as you approach, the guard just kind of stands there, just waiting for you to.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk until he stops me. Then.
Okay. You get up to about almost to him, or almost like beside him, till he sees that you're not going to stop, and he quickly kind of steps over, blocks your path. Gonna need an invitation. please?
Can I do this? Like, surely you've heard of me.
I don't think so. What's your name?
Oh, I'm outraged.
Doesn't know your name, Cedric.
It's Cedric. I'm Cedric.
Oh.
Surely you know who I am.
Oh, I've heard
I'm
stories.
I'm just insulted that he needed to know my name. He didn't recognize me from stories.
Hmm. Yeah, there's not many paintings of you hanging around that I'm aware of.
Yes, I killed every painter that tried.
At that, he looks a little bit nervous and says, "Oh, yeah, you're not going to be welcome on here."
Look, surely you know that I'm a dread pirate. I've won much treasure, and I'm just wanna win some more. And I open my purse and I show him my roughly 1,500 gold pieces.
Ooh, roll persuasion with advantage. Ooh, so 16. Okay. He sees the, big old bag of gold coins. I mean, 1,500. That's a lot.
With a wood chip sitting on top.
I need to think. How big of a gold bag would you actually need for 15?
Oh my god, it's so big.
A lot. Anywho, he sees it and then his eyes go a little bit. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize you. We're always happy to see people come here with a lot of coin. Are these three with you? Are they
That's
also
right.
looking? They also looking to spend some of their winnings here?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, we're looking to bring more home than we spend, but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. What about the guy in the back there? Is he coming?
We don't know him.
He's no one.
Yeah.
He's no one.
Okay, with
It's
that,
like all of a sudden, like.
You
No,
should have just been
I walk
invisible.
up.
That'd
I
been
know.
good.
I was gonna say I could just go invisible right then, but that might be suspicious.
You could also fly out to the boat after it takes off.
Yeah.
that's true. And it's still pretty early in the day. It's probably like 8 o'clock in the morning. So
Yeah, we're crowded
the
again.
boat doesn't leave until it's almost dark. So it'll sit here pretty much all day. People will still come on and off and be gambling, but it doesn't leave the docks until at night.
That's fine.
Okay, so with that, the guard steps aside and says, "Okay, yeah, just go on in. Good luck." And you may head inside.
Okay. I head over to my old friend
Dude.
with the Chinese name. No. What is their name? Can't remember.
Pao Ming.
Palming.
Ming Pao.
All right. Cedric got us in, so he's willing to let somebody else do the smart stuff. He's going to go over to a table and maybe get a drink.
Look over at Meissner and I'm like, do you know what we were looking for here?
That's what I was wondering. I say in my
Not
earpiece.
Oh, are you not on the boat, no one? Or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
I'm
why
right
did you
here.
say that in your earpiece? Oh,
because I'm not right
gotcha.
by you.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. I had my thing up and I couldn't see. No, I'm not entirely sure
Can
what
I
to do here other than maybe just
can I roll an insight on I don't know.
Can we just snoop around? Can we just see what we can find with
Yep.
like an investigate roll?
Yeah. I mean,
Or what would you rather us do?
you're basically the only lead you have in the disappearance of King Hecaton is a golden goose token from the Grand Dame.
Ah. What is there a like a pit where you can exchange gold for chips?
Not a yeah. Pao Ming takes care of all that.
How Ming does?
Basically the treasurer.
How me?
Okay.
Okay, I'll go over to Pao Ming.
Okay.
And I'll say how. Do I kind of know how many like I kind of forget, but do a lot of these games take a lot of money or?
There one token is worth 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
And you can gamble. I mean, it's a minimum of 5 gold, basically, but you can gamble however much you want, really.
Okay. So I go over to Pao Ming and I say, hey, I'm looking to exchange some gold here for some tokens.
Okay. How many do you need?
I'll take 5 tokens.
All right. That'll be 25 gold pieces. She
Okay.
reaches into. She's got kind of 2 bags strapped to her sides. Reaches into the one and grabs out 5 golden geese, hands them over to you, and takes your 25 gold and puts them in the other pouch.
Okay. And I say, have you been hearing about these giants? Just hitting up, raiding towns and whatnot. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I have heard. Luckily, Yartar hasn't been hit too much by them. I heard, there's a few places. Golden Fields got hit pretty hard, I heard.
And I say, are people thinking about fighting the giants, or what are people going to do about this?
Well, I'm certainly in no position to be fighting giants, I can tell you that.
But aren't you angry at the giants?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I wish there's people out there trying to help, I hear. There's guards from towns are being sent out to try to keep things under control. I've heard there's a group that's been going around and dealing quite a bit of damage to these giants. I forget their name now.
Hmm.
I
think I've heard of them.
I just heard it recently.
Was it Alexander?
That-
Xander something?
Xander Company, I think.
Xander Company. Yes, that's the name I'd
Mhm.
heard.
Yeah.
I heard they've been doing some good around here. So I think as long as we have people like that to take care of us and help us out, we'll be okay, I think.
Okay. Do I remember her mom's name that died?
The giant?
Yeah.
Um,
Like the queen?
probably would know. Yeah, Queen Neri.
Queen Neri.
Yeah.
And you ever guys get, giants on the ship here, gambling and whatnot? I think Queen Neri, I know she used to be kind of someone who liked to gamble a little bit.
Kind of heard some rumors.
Oh no, I've never. And she looks around a little bit confused. Yeah, I don't think any real giants are gonna fit in.
That's true. You don't have any other locations, do you?
We do not. It's just this ship here. Where Caspir is looking to maybe expand a little bit at some point, but for now we're content here.
Who is? Did you say
Are you-
cat spear?
Okay, are you gambling or are you within earshot or
No, that was Dave asking. Sorry.
okay.
Okay. Well, I guess because of that ask. What was that you said there?
Sorry.
The which part?
The cat spear?
Oh yeah, Casper.
Casper.
He owns this ship.
Ah,
I run the day-to-day operations for him, but it's his ship. Most of the winnings go to him.
I say, well, he sounds like a
Well,
fine.
technically, most of the losses go to him, but you know what I mean.
Sounds like a fine gentleman. I'd like to meet him someday.
Oh yeah, he should be up in his cabin.
Oh.
I believe he's here.
I nod. Good to know.
If you spend a lot of gold, maybe he'll be willing to meet you.
Okay. All right. Well, good talking
Not
to
sure
you,
how-
Pao Ming.
Not sure how busy he is.
Do I
Alright.
overhear any of this?
Are you?
I'm like 10
What
feet
are
away.
you doing? Yeah, but what are you doing? Are you gambling, or are you trying to kind of listen in?
Well, I'm not gambling because I don't have any chips.
Right. You have one.
I guess I'm kind of sitting there, maybe having a drink. So
Okay.
then I would come over and order up some chips if I can. How much? They're 5 gold pieces.
Yep, 5 gold pieces each. How many do you need?
I'll take 100 chips.
Oh, boy, that'll be 500 gold pieces. Thank
Your
you
brother.
very much.
Oh, thank you. Now, how can we get some bottle service over here at this table?
Oh, you can certainly get whatever you want over there. Just let
Yeah,
me know what you need.
I'm really just looking for the VIP area. This all seems to be fine, I suppose, but I want to know where I can really win some winnings, I guess.
There's we've got a little smaller room out back, kind of a VIP area, I guess.
That sounds just about
It's pretty full already, but I guess you can find yourself a seat there. You
right.
kind
So
of
there's lots of gold to be won, is what you're saying, in
Oh
this
yes,
room.
oh yes.
Okay, if it's pretty full.
Leads you back here. Sends you into that room there. On your
Which one?
right.
She's standing next to 2 doors. Here?
Yep.
Okay.
Is dynamic
Hey.
lighting on here?
No.
No.
Okay.
I walk in with a hello, ladies.
Okay. There's. Okay, right. I guess these commoner icons are
The
all
bigger one
ladies.
to your right says, "I'm a man."
Yeah, there's four dudes and 2 ladies.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So then what?
I guess I want to sit down and I want to make some noise and splash some cash and try to be like a big roller.
Okay. So just for the sake of brevity, and also I don't have any specific games prepared. Just roll a d20. Actually, like 5 d20s. $15, $9, $13, $9, $8, $4. Okay, so you managed to win gold pieces.
I do what now?
You managed to win another 400, or basically another 25 tokens, or 75.
Damn.
Just basically
Okay.
gambling, and do you just keep gambling with those?
Well, I'm up 75 right now.
Yep.
Well, does anything happen when I do that?
Not yet.
And yeah, I keep going.
Right.
I mean, I'm happy to make gold, but I'm trying to draw attention, I guess is
Mhm.
what I'm doing.
So I guess roll another 5 5d20.
Ooh, a crit in there. That's pretty sweet.
Okay, so you lose a little bit this time. Lose 25 of them.
I didn't even better last time. All right, 25.
I rolled
I used
super
25?
low. Yeah, I rolled
Oh, okay.
super low on the last one. All right,
So, I
and one.
lose 125 gold. I guess we'll just do it that way. Roll again?
One more time. 5d20.
Oh no.
And
Not really.
after this last one, you managed to take quite a bit from two of these in here.
Excellent.
A man and a woman, and they are completely broke now and, well, out of chips. And they kind of go running out in a huff.
How much did I get?
So this last one, oh dear. You lose 4 out of the 5. So you lose 75 gold or 75 tokens. Or no, 80. Right? Yeah, 80 tokens.
All right.
Basically,
not
the
keeping
net
track of-
effect. The net effect of it is you put in 500 and you end up in total losing 100.
Okay. So I've got 400 chips left plus all the rest of my gold.
400 gold pieces worth of chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep
Which it would
going
be-
until
which would
something
be
happens to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is there a way, like these stairs, like there? I know there's one here, and one over here. Is there a way? Does it look like they're kind of someplace I should not be allowed to go up?
Not necessarily. I mean, just look like they're not barricaded or anything.
Okay,
But
can I go
at-
back to
at-
this one here? Or is that there's no entrance, is there?
Which one?
Back here, there's
okay.
probably no door. Is there?
You'd have to go. There's no door from the inside, but you'd have to kind of go outside on the ship
Okay.
and then go back around the backside.
Okay, I'd like to go back there and come up here. And can I do an insight? I mean, I guess these are all just gamblers. They don't look like they're.
Yeah, they just look. They're just sitting at tables, gambling and drinking.
Okay, I'm going to go halfways up the stairs, and then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
You could have done that before you. All right.
What?
Never mind.
I didn't want to see them. I didn't want them to see me.
I didn't want to see them.
You can still see them even if you're invisible.
Okay, good to know. And I'm like, in the earpiece, I'm just going to scout out a little bit here.
Okay. Right here is a bit of a curtain, kind of blocking off that hallway. The steering wheel. It's
I was gonna
something else
say,
on a ship.
Should we be distressed that no one is steering the boat?
It's not.
Well, it's not going
By no
anywhere.
one, I mean nobody.
Oh, that's true.
Who's driving this thing?
Yeah.
Who's driving this thing?
Tis currently docked. A sailor should know that, man.
Oh shoot!
And there's just kind of a curtain
Oh,
hanging
savage.
over there. It doesn't look like blocked off, like you could get through the curtain easy enough, but it's closed right now. And roll another 5 or 4 since you only have 400 left, or 80
Ooh,
left, I
let's see.
guess. Roll another 4d20. We'll just keep this going every once in a while, so you lose. So break even on that one.
It's called a helm, by the way,
Ah, yes.
and he crits his boat's roll.
Yep. Okay, what do you do then?
Me?
Yep.
I'm gonna like I'm gonna stand like here in the corner, and I'm gonna like pull the curtain back with Mage Hand.
All right. Just an empty hallway. Another curtain down here on the other end. Don't see anything in the
Okay.
hallway.
In my earpiece, I'm like, hey, no one, you think you could come up here with me? Just in case we run into something a little bit, nasty.
Sure. So, let's see. What's the best way of getting up there?
Just go outside on the boat, and then there's a staircase in the back.
So I go out here and I kind of look around, see if anyone's looking, and I go invisible. Boop.
All right. Roll perception.
Okay.
Yeah, there's windows here, but you kind of go in between the windows and duck down a little bit behind the. There's kind of a. Actually, no, that outer wall is solid, so the guards outside couldn't see you. Yeah, so you're pretty sure nobody saw you before you went invisible.
All right. So, go invisible, and then I just make my way to the back here, and up the stairs, or down the stairs.
Those actually go down. It's
Uh,
the side that goes up.
okay, so I just
Like-
I go over to the edge of the ship, and I just levitate up over the
Okay.
edge. So, whoop,
That works.
drop down
And
stealthily,
zip down below it.
and I say, okay, I whisper in my earpiece, I'm like, okay, I'm on the outside, part of the ship here. Is there anyone inside if I come in through a door?
If you go all the way to the back by that door, there's no one there.
Okay, so I head back there.
I'm assuming the little gray things
And
are
I-
doors.
Boop, boop. Pop in, and I say, okay, I'm right in front of you.
Okay.
You don't know that.
Huh? I don't know that?
No,
When
he's
you're both
invisible.
invisible, you can see each other.
I walk forward a
Oh,
little
I
bit.
I didn't know that he. Sorry, I didn't know he was invisible. Sorry, I missed that part. Okay.
But Zudak would have noticed when the door opened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
I tap you on the shoulder, or like kind of bump into you a little bit there.
I say.
No one
Yes.
slices.
yeah.
I turn him into a newt.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And I say that the owner is in one of these rooms up here. I think it might be someone that we want to talk with.
Okay. So, let's slip through past this curtain stealthily here.
Yeah, well, the curtain's pulled back, so you can see that there's no one there.
Okay.
And I say we might want to make sure that there's no one else up here, guards or in case, we might have to subdue the owner in case he's not friendly.
Okay.
Now, are you guys kind of talking to your earpieces as well, or just?
Yeah, probably. So I guess you
Right.
guys could hear
Yeah,
us.
all of you could hear it. And at this point, Cedric, go ahead and roll another. All right. Lose, win, lose, win. Break even again. And since it's been a while, go ahead and roll another one. Lose, win, lose. So you lose 40. Basically $200 or 200 gold pieces.
I
And you have 40 tokens left. All right.
Wait, what?
Back. Yeah, you have 40 tokens. You bought 100 initially, and you're down to 40.
Right. Okay.
And they're worth 5 gold pieces each, so it's
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
okay. Back to no one.
Yes. So I'm gonna listen at the door here just like see if I can hear anybody inside these. So.
All right. Roll perception. Okay. You hear some faint sounds. It's almost like water sloshing around inside, maybe. Not really, not much else.
Okay. I kind of look back at, where I believe Zujek is. Well, never mind. I don't really. 'Cause, we're both invisible.
Right.
Can't even make expressions to him.
I guess I'd like to maybe listen to this first one then.
Okay. There you don't really hear anything at all.
Okay. And I say, I think this first one is clear.
Crap. Wait. Roll perception. Whoops.
Yeah, I was going to. And I'm like, well.
Yeah, you don't hear anything at all.
Okay. And I say, I'm going to check the second room.
And roll perception. Yep. Again, nothing.
Okay, I say, I think these first two rooms are cleared.
Okay.
We should probably check
Sounds
the
like
far
they're-
room, maybe, just to be sure as well. But behind the curtain.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
use Mage Hand again, and I open that curtain.
Okay. From what you can see where you're at, it looks clear. There's another set of stairs going downstairs.
Okay.
But you can't see.
I just, I go stealthily and peek around the corner.
Okay.
See if there's anything there.
Nope, nothing there.
Alright. Okay, how do we get into this room?
Does the door have what we could see that could be locked? Like, is there a keyhole?
There is. There's a keyhole, like it has a lock on it, but you don't know if it's locked or not.
I say, well, sounds like there's someone in there. I say probably can't be more than one person. Maybe there's two, but I think we could take them. I'd say let's just go in and I think we can overpower if anyone's in there that is hostile. Probably just the owner though.
Okay. So, I try the lock, see if it's locked or not.
It is not.
Okay. I guess we, kind of push open the door and kind of dart through.
All right.
Very sneaky.
You see in the center of the room, top of a little table area, is an aquarium with an octopus in it. Sitting in the back corner is what is he? A human.
What is
A madman.
He is a human. He sees the door open and close again. Nobody going in or out, and he's freaked out. And he's like, what? Is anybody there? Hello? And he looks real jumpy.
And,
And
I guess
he also,
appear.
he pulls out a rapier and kind of is holding it in front of him.
So, like, I levitate up off the floor, like about a foot,
All right.
and I guess I become visible and say,
What?
hello.
Where'd you come from? What? You're floating.
I also turn visible.
Huh? What? Who are you? What are you doing here? Get out of my cabin.
I say, just calm down, sir. We just want to ask you a few questions and we'll be on our way.
What? Okay.
And I say, are you the owner of this establishment?
Yeah.
All right, we have a few questions. I'm sure you've heard about the murder of Queen Near. Is that her
No.
name?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Gotta do an insight check.
Yep.
Okay.
He's probably definitely lying.
Okay. And I say, if you keep lying to us, it'll only be worse for you. Come on,
And I
say the truth.
kind of slide over beside his octopus here and kind of pull out my rapier and kind of start, moving it around in the water.
No, don't. Roll. No one. Roll intimidation with advantage. Ooh.
It's like a child.
Okay. As you do that, the octopus, one of its tentacles lashes up and hits you in the arm, and you take 1 whole bludgeoning damage. And it rolled a 20.
I roll bludgeoning damage.
1 whole bludgeoning damage.
You take.
Okay.
1 damage.
You take 1 damage.
Okay. I stick my rapier into it.
Ah! Okay. It hits? Alright, there is very quickly the entire aquarium pool just fills with blood, and the octopus floats up to the top dead.
I look over and I'm
And-
like, you could have handled that better.
Like
Now,
that thing
now
freaking
it's a
snapped
home
me.
invasion where you murdered its pet.
I didn't realize it was that weak.
He looks shockingly, on like second take, he looks very similar to John Wick. He's got an all black suit.
Right?
And you killed
No,
his dog.
He sees what happened there. No, don't. What? You know what? I'll tell you whatever you need, man. What?
Yes.
What do you want to know?
Start talking. Do you know anything about the death of Queen Near?
Yeah. Yeah.
We know there's a connection between this ship and her. Specifically, her murder.
Yeah. Okay, listen. I wasn't there. Okay. I'm a member of the Kraken Society, and it was some others from that group that killed her. I wasn't there.
I want names. I hand him a piece of paper. Write them down.
I don't know all the names. I'm not even sure who was there. It's just other members of the Kraken Society.
You don't know any of their names?
Not really as ones that were there.
I do an insight
sure.
check again.
Okay.
Damn it.
He seems sincere about that.
I maybe take out my hot stuff bow, and I say, man, what do you think? How fast do you think it would take for this boat to go up in flames?
I say, this dry timber, it hasn't rained in weeks.
Oh no, don't. don't. What? What? Listen, don't.
Bam! I shoot an arrow into the wall.
That definitely hits it.
What's the armor
wall,
class of the wall?
the wall makes a Constitution saving throw and fails. So there's now a smallish fire starts burning on the wall. Let's stop. And he picks up a glass of water that's sitting in, throws it at the wall. It gets half of it, but it's still burning a little bit, but nothing out of control yet. Listen, I know where King Hecaton's at. I can tell you that. You'll
Well, that'll
leave.
help.
Get out of here.
That might spare your life.
Leave me alone. And he kind of looks pretty defeated. And basically, accepting death either way. And he says he's being held on a ship. It's in the, where is it?
I say, Cedric, you hear that? It's on a ship.
Do I hear it?
Well,
Are
you
your
probably don't,
earbuds on or anything?
Well, I just messed around with
Actually-
the earpiece, I say. Sounds like King Hecaton's on a ship. You'll be glad to hear that, Cedric.
Ooh.
Now, why can't I find what I want? Trackless sea. But I can't find on the map where exactly that's at. Okay, well, for now, we'll say it's somewhere. He's being held on the Morkoth. The ship name's Morkoth. It's in the trackless sea. We're gonna say it's off the coast, west of Neverwinter. Unless the DM finds out where it's actually at and changes his mind.
Ah.
But we'll say that's where it is now. So he's on the Morkoth, the ship west of Neverwinter, off of the coast of Neverwinter. Is that what you want to know? Can you get out of here?
It's definitely helpful, but who's holding him?
It's I assume a bunch of members of the Kraken Society would be my guess.
And the members of the Kraken Society, are they fighters? Are they, are they?
Yeah, I mean, most of them are better fighters than I am, that's for sure. And as he says that, you see, where you watch as all of a sudden his eyes go wide open.
Ooh.
Just absolute terror. His left eye pops out of the eye socket. His right eye turns red and starts bleeding out of it. And he crumples over on the floor, dead.
Whoa.
Like,
Can I do
as
an
if
investigation
something-
check? Yeah,
Cyanide pill.
I don't think that pops the eyeball out, son.
Fake ball.
Did you mean insight or investigation? Would be investigation.
Yes, you're right.
Or medicine, actually. Depending on what exactly you're looking for.
Investigation, because I have +8.
Copy that.
Does it seem like
There's
it was?
nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's anything he did himself. And just the look of terror in his eyes, like it was unexpected, but he kind of knew it was coming. Yeah, it doesn't appear like it's something that he did himself.
It was the octopus.
I'm trying to think what I'm carrying that might. Okay, I'm carrying Dust of Dryness.
Mhm.
Could I, like, grab a handful and, I don't know, like, throw it to see if it, like, sticks on something invisible, maybe? Or, I
Yep.
don't know.
What did you throw? Sorry.
Dust of Dryness.
What?
What does that do again?
Okay, maybe it's not. It says, oh, maybe it's a pellet.
Pinches of dust.
I don't know.
Okay,
maybe it's not.
it turns water into
Yeah, maybe that wouldn't be the right thing to do.
Sorry, why are you
Probably
doing
not.
it? Or why are you throwing the dust?
Well, I'm just trying to figure out if there's someone invisible or I don't know. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can really think of is that there's someone in the room, but possibly not.
You mean that killed him?
Yeah, I don't know what killed him. I look over at Noah and I'm like, "Do you have any idea what happened?"
I think to myself a little bit, and then I
Fart.
punch a rapier into him.
Into.
I mean, he's already dead, so you'd have advantage, so that's 20, so it definitely hits, so that's an automatic crit. You can slice him up basically as much as you want.
I poke him pretty good, and I say, I don't know, man. Guess who cares? He's dead.
Wait, did you kill the octopus?
Yeah.
I think it's something. Yeah, I killed the octopus. So.
Before he talked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing is his eye popped out, which means it's not poison. It's some sort
Do you want me to cut his brain open? I slice his head open.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah, does it seem like his brain exploded or what happened in there?
So you're cutting his head open and checking him out?
Basically doing an autopsy on him.
Okay.
Autopsy.
So
You just look through his eye socket and see what you can see.
What kind of tools do you have to cut open a skull?
I have Marvin's great axe. Or Zujak's great axe. I borrow it for a second.
All right.
Actually, yeah. Cause I need something to crack that skull.
Yeah. Make a dexterity check. Just straight
Dexterity check.
dexterity.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Yeah. Okay. So 20 minutes of careful finagling with the great axe and a little bit
Well,
of rapier.
okay.
You managed to kind of
I was using the great axe to crack his head open. Then I can use my dagger for more delicate stuff.
okay. But if you're not careful, you'll risk just smushing his head and not being able to see anything.
I see.
So that's what the dexterity was for.
Okay. I guess I do that. So
Okay, so after 20 minutes of careful
Oh.
chipping and whacking away, you manage to, pop the top of his head off. And yeah, you see his brain is basically mush. Like a combination of exploded and compressed, and it's just a big old mess. Like some sort of. Definitely some sort of.
I look over at Zujak and I say, come over here and check it. Look at this stuff.
I do an
I don't know what to
Arcana
make
check,
out of it myself, but
see if there's any maybe signs of magic that could have done this. I don't know if that counts for this.
There's. It had to be magical. Like there's no poison or anything that you're aware of that would do that. Just plain blunt force trauma wouldn't do anything like that. He was definitely killed like telekinetically, psychically, whatever.
I pick up the octopus and throw it against the wall.
It's still very much dead.
Like,
I say, well, we probably don't want to alert. I say over the earpiece in case the others haven't known that. Well, it looks like someone got to him through some magic. They just exploded his brain. Anyhow, the owner of this ship is dead, so we might want to think about leaving as discreetly as possible.
Pronto.
good idea. I go invisible.
Okay.
I actually I'm actually just gonna grab you, Marcus, and do a dimension door, and we both just teleport off the ship.
Okay. Cedric, your last 40 gold pieces, you managed to lose 20 and gain 20, so you're still at 40.
Excellent.
Or not 40 gold pieces, 40 tokens.
Yeah. I guess I'll cash out if we're getting out of here.
All right. So you
Yep.
would get 200 gold pieces for those.
Oh. Not too bad.
All right. And as you leave, Pao Ming says, "All right, thank you. Come back soon. We're certainly always looking for people to spend some gold."
Right now I accidentally hit reload on my roll 20, so it's reloading. But as I walk out, I flip a gold piece out, Pao Ming, and say, "For the mess."
Gosh.
She looks a
shit.
little like, no problem, thanks.
Yeah, Margaret sat at the table by himself the whole time.
I was getting drinks maybe or something, you know.
That's good. That's good.
Oh dear. All right, so you head back into Yartar. And I think we might as well leave it there for tonight.
That's good.
Yep.
So,
I
learned where King
I make a-
Hexamon is.
Go ahead. And that's
Yeah, go ahead.
Waterdeep or Neverwinter.
Ugh. You're breaking up something bad.
Sorry.
What was that?
Sorry, was that Neverwinter you said that he was at?
Yes, west of Neverwinter is a coastal town, and it's west of Neverwinter in the ocean on a ship called the Morkoth. Morkoth, I think.
Okay.
I make a quick
Motar.
mention just before the end to everyone else that I can use my Harper teleport to get us to Neverwinter from Yartar.
Oh,
Hmm.
are there circles in those two?
Yeah,
Nice. I didn't even know that.
Very
Handy.
nice.
use it for
So-
something.
No, wait. I totally knew that
For
that was
once.
intentional. That it was off the coast of Neverwinter.
Mhm.
Of course.
Alrighty.
Those storm giants are pretty intense too. We could use the conch to go back and get a lot of help. Now that we know where we're going, we could roll in there with an army.
That's true.
Mhm.
Right. I was thinking the same. At least update her, but maybe update her, but only her.
Right.
And maybe
Speak to
what
her
was it,
alone.
Rip and Snort? No, Tug and Cog. The
Make sure to
giants.
update them on what's going on. I'm sure,
Visit their
sure
grave.
they would have valuable input.
I wouldn't mind rolling with them. I feel like that'd make a good time.
That would actually be kind of interesting. Okay.
Okay.
You all gain 3,000 XP each.